Hello everybody and welcome to JGod Gaming. Today's video is going to be focused all around the FG42. It is a rifle with a 3-shot kill potential of pretty big distances of up to 50 meters. So it's a very strong and powerful weapon. This used to be top tier, probably the best rifle in the game altogether. And then obviously once it got all its nerfs, it kind of got nerfed into oblivion. And it was almost unusable compared to a lot of the other rifles, LMGs, and even SMGs in the game. Since I have started my best class setups for the rifles, I've decided to give this one another go. And when I did that, I actually had back to back matches where basically I was having flawless matches. So that's what you're going to see in the background. I'm going to cut this one really short, and then the next one you're going to see the entire match so that you kind of get all the little bit of the gameplay. Because with this weapon, you do have to play very smart, choose your sight lines, take advantage of your strengths, and limit those weaknesses because it does have them. Although it feels like it actually got buffed secretly, a stealth buff, because for whatever reason the rate of fire is a little bit faster than it was when it felt like it right when it got nerfed. So I don't know if it's just been a while since I used it, but overall the weapon is a really good gun. So let's go ahead and get into the class setup. So what I decided to use on the weapon is iron sights, so there's no attachment there, so I didn't use a reflex. I use it extended mag, so it bumps up that ammo capacity from 20 to 30, almost a non-negotiable on this weapon and the bar. Then I went ahead and did high caliber with rapid fire. Rapid fire makes it feel like its rate of fire is almost exactly in line what it was before it got all those nerfs. And then the high caliber is going to reduce the time to kill by 1 shot at all those different ranges. So it goes from 3 to 2 or 4 to 3. So you're going to see the weapon does actually cause some pretty good damage. The key is keeping it as accurate as possible. It does seem very accurate. Like, it doesn't have a lot of recoil, so it definitely does not need a grip. It doesn't really need that advanced rifling because it has that 50-meter range. So if you were looking to switch up the class at all, you could probably drop high caliber and put on quick draw if you are a fan of quick draw, even though I don't typically use quick draw in any class. But let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. If you are enjoying the video so far, do remember to hit that like button. I do have a goal of about 250 likes on the video. If we could hit that number, that'd be amazing. And if you are new to the channel, typically I make Call of Duty content related to news, in-game updates, best class setups like you're seeing today. I do subscriber breakdowns where I actually break down subscriber gameplay, give them feedback, and then I do a bunch of tips and trick videos as well. If any of that content seems interesting to you, make sure you subscribe with those notifications on. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. This is actually my favorite part of the video, where I actually break down some of my thought process, give you some ideas on how I use the weapon, and this will allow you to maximize your play style with this weapon. I'll basically give you the how with the what, and you already have the best class setup. Let's go ahead and give you a reminder of that. Best class setup is that extended mags, high caliber, and rapid fire, and I already kind of gave you the breakdown of why that is. So what I'm going to do is kind of take you through my thought process, kind of peeking, trying to get that map control. I'm playing CTF because it's on the featured playlist, so it gives you populated lobbies, and the spawns don't flip because teammates don't move that crazy. But at the end of the day, this makes it just a little bit simpler to actually explain some of the thoughts. So right here, I already know that guy cut right, so I'm thinking, okay, is my teammate going to get that guy on the right side? He ends up killing my teammate. So I'm just positioning this way right here in the middle. And then my teammates look like they're on that right side behind me. Somebody just grabbed the flag, and I got to see which direction he's going. All right, so it looks like he's popping up on the left side. So now I'm just kind of peeking this window, because with this weapon, you really want those medium to long sight lines, because most guns is going to be 4 or 5 or even 6 shots to kill. This one, it'll be 3 at a lot of the longer ranges, and doesn't go till 4 all the way up until 50 meters. There's not really too many 50-meter sight lines on this map. I did do how to get long shots video, and I was able to break down where all the long shots are. There's not very many sight lines on this map that are about 40-45 meters, so 50 meters is a stretch, especially on this map. So right here, I'm just peeking this area. Hopefully my teammates can push up on the left. It looks like the guy's going for a pull, but he's going solo. I do have 2 teammates moving up on the left side, and then I have a teammate just got killed in mid. So I turn around, seeing, okay, what am I going to do? I go ahead and turn around quick again, and then I make sure that I'm just holding down this area, because ideally I want teammates to push up, and then I kind of want to block a certain area of the map. Looks like my teammates being able to run with the flag behind me into the right side of the map. So right here I decide, okay, well, I got to peek this side, and it looks like we're still holding down. I don't want anyone to be able to come through the mid area. So basically I shut down that area, and now I'm thinking, okay, well, where do I got to position? I lost a little bit of map awareness just because I'm not able to call in that recon. And then I go ahead and put up that bouncing Betty, make sure I get control of this right side, and then just kind of peek out and see where I can get some easy kills. Because there's a lot of easy kills if you actually position yourself the right way. I was seeing if that guy was coming through. I see the teammate on me, and then there is a guy on this left side behind me right here. So he's coming through, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if he makes the decision to go through mid-map or go further down on the other side of the map. And it looks like he pushed all the way to the other side. And then again, I regain control of this side of the map. We're still tied 1-1. They were able to pull a flag. We were able to pull a flag. And then I'm just kind of peeking. I do have a teammate shooting to that right side of the map behind me. So I'm just kind of waiting it out, seeing what's going to happen. There, it looks like the whole enemy team is kind of stuck in their spawn, which is good. Because if we get a couple kills, that the spawn delay will allow someone to be able to push the flag. And I have a good feeling they're on this side. And you can see I missed that guy. He ran by too fast. I couldn't get him. Another thing you'll notice about the class is that I'm actually running the actual score streaks that are kill streaks. And I'm using Blitzkrieg for that. I'm running 4 different streaks: a fighter pilot, a recon plane, paratroopers, and a ball turret gunner. If pretty much I get the paratroopers, a ball turret gunner, it's going to allow us to have enough map control, especially in these types of objective game modes where you got to kill everyone out of spawn, grab the flag, and run to the other side. Same thing with Gridiron. Allows you to get a lot more control of the map, especially if your teammates don't do that well. A lot of times when I play, just because I've played a while, when the way the game balances it with the KD or whatever, you always end up with the worst teammates. So a lot of times I'm having to control the map, position, and hope the team can grab it, because odds are if I grab it, I'm going to get shot up. There's going to be no path for me. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle. So pretty much I'm just playing for my streaks. And at this point in the actual match, it's completely fine. We're up 2-1. So I can actually back up, play a little bit more conservative, and then basically play defense so that they don't actually grab the flag at all. Because if they get killed on this side of the map, they got to go from their spawn. It takes more than 7 seconds to run across the map, grab the flag, and run back. So they're kind of in a bad position. So right here, I go back to my trusty window, just peeking this area, kind of have a mini head glitch. I will kind of have an exit strategy if I need to get out of there. I'm kind of paying attention to what route I need to go to. So right here, I know a lot of them, they're going to push through this left side. So I put a little bouncing bedding there. So in case they do come through the back, that window is covered. And a lot of times when you run Expeditionary, you're going to get that double nade, double bouncing Betty, double sticky, whatever, double C4, whatever you want to run, you're going to get that double lethal. And a lot of times that gives you map awareness, because you can place those around the map and it'll be a little bit more information than a teammate will give you. And that's regardless if they get the kill or not, because when you run Expeditionary, if the nade goes off, you'll actually get that hit marker, and then that'll tell you where they're at, and then they'll highlight on the minimap, even if they're running armored and don't die or dive or whatever the case is. If you're enjoying the content so far, again, remember to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying this type of breakdown, make sure you subscribe with those notifications on. So let's go ahead and get into the second half. Again, in this gameplay, I do not die. So I play very strategically. You can see all my teammates, all low levels, and the enemy team has a couple different people that have prestige multiple times and a couple low levels in there too. So it's a good mix on their side of the team. But on our side, basically, it's completely they just bought the game this week type thing. So I got to kind of play a little bit smart, knowing that we got to carry a lot of the kills. And one of the big downsides with this game mode is that if you cap the flags too quick, you don't get a lot of kills. So it's a little bit harder to get the streaks. You still get the wins. When you win the first round, you don't really got to push the issue. You don't got to cap out 3 times. It just cuts the match too short. You might as well magnify those kill streaks, score streaks, whatever the case is. Because if I'm on a 30 plus, every kill after that, I'm getting 1,000 per kill. So if I want to level up quicker, even though I'm 500 plus, I want to make sure I get that XP. And it sucks a lot of times when you go into these, you end up giving a little bit too much good map control with your paratroopers, ball turret gunner, firebombing run, whatever the case is, and then your teammates are able to cap with ease. And it's almost too easy for your teammates. So you can see at this point, I know that the enemies are either in their spawn or to the left side of the map. As I'm coming through here, I do get a chance to peek at a guy there. So I end up seeing him, and I'm not sure if he had a shotgun. I didn't really get a good look at him. I throw that flashbang, and then I'm just kind of pre-firing as they come around, and it's a pretty easy kill. That guy could have caused some damage. I end up calling my paratrooper just because I wanted to be a little bit safer. Obviously, there's too many in the air because my teammate already called some in, but I'm kind of in a position where I still got good control of the map. Threw that flashbang, expecting that guy to come through, but now I'm thinking, you know what? I want to play it safe. We're doing well. We won the first round 2-1. We're 0-0 right now. I'm going to reposition. I want these 2 extra kills to elongate that streak. So I called in my paratroopers down in my spawn, and that'll allow them to navigate the map. There's 2 different ways to do that. Normally, I drop it in their own spawn because basically it's going to spawn trap them, and then it's almost too easy to score. But I did want to keep it a little bit slower so it goes the whole length of the match, and sometimes it does struggle on that end, just depending on how many paratroopers you call in, how many ball turret. It makes it too easy for your team, like I said. So right here, I'm back in a window, a good line of sight up to what's going on. I kind of just got to play it safe. I know it's a little bit slower gameplay, but with this type of rifle, it is not a run and gun rifle. The magazine isn't good enough. The rate of fire isn't good enough. And I mean, I guess you could do it if you put on their quick draw and you're kind of running around, but you're really going to limit yourself because the reload speed is a little low. So the only way you could probably run and gun with this weapon is if you ran it with specialists. And then that class setup would look completely different. You probably run it with infantry, 4 attachments, maybe a reticle, maybe quick draw on top of all the other attachments. But that's just a second thought there. So you can see the paratroopers are starting to go off. And then you're going to see we're already going to get a pull right here. All the enemy is dead. The guy grabs the flag and easy map control. So easy wins too when you get these different streaks coming in. I go back over here because I see some guys trying to go for the objective here. And I'm just kind of waiting it out. I'm not going to put myself in the open. You can see my teammate. He's a noob. He just runs right in front of him. And he doesn't really know what he's doing. I'm in a perfect line of sight. Easy kill. I'm not at risk of dying at all. That dude coming around with the shotgun. I keep that range. You're not going to really die to a shotgun that often when you actually have long sight lines. We are getting really close to the end of the match. And I did that little fighter pilot thing just to kind of get a little bit more map awareness. That was my little mini recon right there to find out where the enemy team is. From that, I decided, okay, now I can push to this left side. I just killed them. They're going to spawn in. And then now I'm kind of repositioning, getting easy kills. At this range, this gun will be 3-shot to kill all the way across the map. So right here, I'm getting a guy. I get one guy. The other guy is running through. He hits my bouncing Betty. So that's why you need those S-mines, because it will protect you. Luckily, I pay attention to that nade right there because I do not have nade protection. I'm not wearing hunker. I'm not wearing armored, which is another great division, by the way. That's what I primarily use. But with these longer kill streak type of gunplay, I need that extra ammo. I'm not going to run forage. I am not going to give up blitzkrieg. It's just too powerful of a basic training that I basically keep it on every class is blitzkrieg. So right here, pretty much I'm repositioning, running around the map. I know for capture the flag, I could run ordnance, but I like having the 4 streaks instead of the 2 or the 3 or whatever the case is, depending on how I want to cycle through, just a recon, counter recon. And then right here, I know it's really close. I need like 6 kills for a V2 rocket, 5 more kills for a V2 rocket. You're going to see how close it is. I do end up missing the V2 rocket just by a hair. If I probably had about 5-6 more seconds, I would have got this V2 rocket. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. Obviously, in this lobby, I'm already going to be on like a 30+. I'm getting this unstoppable medals, and it's all from just playing smart. At the end, I already know we wrapped it up. We captured the flag twice, so I already know we're in a good position. And I'm just trying to chase these kills. I only got 16 seconds left, and I need a couple more kills. I'm getting really close. I need 2 more. And then it gets to this point where I'm going to get shot around the corner. I'm thinking, okay, I need to reload. 6 seconds, and that's going to be pretty much the match. I come around, I get this guy right here on the right side, and I needed 1 more guy. It just wasn't enough. You're going to see I went flawless, 34-0. Definitely a slow match, but I played to the strengths of the weapon. If you did enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button. I do have a goal of 250 likes. It would be very appreciated. And if you are new to the channel and you're still watching, you should probably subscribe because it sounds like you're enjoying the content with those notifications on. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.